I don't wear high heels when I go to work in them places. Why? Because I want to walk fast. Listen, there's times I used to even take trainers. I would wear my trainers in and then change into something that was a bit more when I got to... Sorry, when I say trainers, you guys call it sneakers.
No, I knew it. I actually kind of figured that one out, but I'm good.
Okay. I would wear those because that's what people do. Common sense. You don't want to be uncomfortable. If it's the kind of shoes that you don't really wear all the time, you don't. Why? Just wear your trainers and then you get to work and you change. If it's something you can literally just slip on or slip off, why not? Be comfortable because it means when I'm ready to dust out, I put my trainers back on and because I'm going home. And I don't want to be uncomfortable walking down the street, especially like I used to do all different shifts. And, sometimes you start early in the morning. You don't want, if you have to run away from some crazy man on the train or something like that, you want to be able to do that. Same thing at night. I used to leave at the office at 10, maybe 11 o'clock at night because there's a shift I was doing. I'm not wearing no heels just to be tottering down the street. Listen, move, put your trainers on and just go about your business. Just gone. You don't want to be uncomfortable going from A to B. Why?
Well, but you're in that logical space again that you need to work on.
I can't. These people, I saw that and I just thought, you lot are having a laugh. You're just having a tin bath. Seriously? I felt sorry for her, And they said that she was laughed at for asking if male colleagues were also expected to wear heels. Good. She should have asked them. So they said when she refused and complained, and male colleagues were not asked to do so, she was sent home without pay. Now that's out of order, isn't it? She's turned up to do the job for you, and then apparently you're going to send her home. But this is what I said earlier, isn't it? Apparently the firm that I'm not going to name and shame them here on the Ask Avani Show. I'm not going to do that. But if they start with the foolishness again, I might in future. So be warned. Okay.
Well, aren't they out there publicly anyway?
Well, yeah, it's an outsourcing firm, apparently.
Yeah, so people can look it up. Go and look at it.
Yeah, I mean, people at Ask Avani Show, if you want to know who I'm talking about, we're sharing the article. But apparently they said this woman, Miss Thorpe, had signed the appearance guidelines but they apparently, see, I told you, would now review them. Yeah, you have to review it because you've been made to look like a prat. And she said she would have struggled to work a full day in high heels and had asked to wear the smart flat shoes that she did wear. But instead she was told she should go and buy a pair of heels on her first day. And I thought, move, why should I spend that money? Like I said, you're going to go out and you're going to waste money and time, which means you're going to lose more money just to go and buy a pair of shoes so that you can sit down behind the desk. What are they going to... Have you got such perverts in the office that's going to come downstairs, look at her and say, can I see your shoes, please? And then walk back up to their office. I mean, move, go away. I don't care. But link 8 came out. I died laughing because I thought that was really, really funny. Because they turned around and a high heels row inquiry was launched by MPs over here in the UK following the petition that because look, apparently at the time of going to press, right, it was after more than 142,000 people. So she's well on the way home. That's got to go into the MPs, isn't it?
Wow. Signed
a petition calling for a ban on forcing women to wear heels. She set out the petition. Oh, my God. Now, apparently, this is an investigation that was launched by the Petitions Committee, and it will look at what the problem is, what the law says, and what could be done to make the law better. And there's work dress code stories. And I'm not being funny. We have to ask that question. Is it legal to force women to wear high heels at work? That's what it's saying in the article. I mean, K-Rose, it's sexist, isn't it? What do you think? I think it's a sexist policy. It's ridiculous.
That's not even a question. I don't even know why you're asking me that. Because it's stupid and it's asinine. And unless the person was... There's no reason. There are jobs where even if they come to work, like you said, in trainers, there's a work professionalism type thing. So, if you're an attorney and you're going to court in Nikes, the judge may have something to say about it.
Yeah, because of where you are.
Right. It's a professionalism type thing. But if you're going to work and doing your job and you have on shoes at work and they're not trainers, I can even see whatever level your heels are. They don't have to be 6-inch stilettos.
No, they could be. She could wear what we like, because I love, like wedges.
Right.
Or because it's all on one level, innit? Because sometimes high heels, especially wearing that all day long. Girls out there, let me know at Ask Avani Show if you agree. Wearing high heels all day, that can be really bad for you. Bad for your back, and it's uncomfortable. And so she doesn't. What she wore to work was smart, but they wanted her to have heels on, so they were getting pedantic and stupid, basically. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there because. Are you going to keep saying to somebody, oh, you've got to wear heels? And how silly. It has to be between 2 and 4 inches in height. What's she going to do? Take a flaming ruler and go into every single shop and say to them, oh, I have to have shoes between this. Oh, please. And it's not even like it's her permanent job. That's a temp job. So she might have been there for the day. She might have been there for the week. Who's going to go to all that rigmarole and expense and, just for that? Oh, please.
Well,
like I said, some places you go to, obviously they say they have a dress code and you can't wear trainers or you can't wear specific things. Well, that's fair enough. You would know that, especially if you're working in an office. You would avoid wearing the trainers during the day around the office. But you're not going to tell me that I can't wear them into the office. I change my shoes when I get to my desk, innit? Discreetly, just take them off.
Well, everything happens for a reason. And because she was basically denied the ability to work, she created a firestorm that's going to help, basically millions probably of other women in the UK.
Yeah, well, there you go, because that was just foolishness beyond, and I'm sorry, I saw that, and I thought, yeah, she needs to go about her business now. I have to share this with you, Keros. When I saw this, I thought it was hilarious. And this actually goes to show that another woman was not putting on, listen, because this is so funny. When I saw this one as well, those 2 articles were the 2 articles that I knew I had to do the show. Once I saw them, it was like, oh yeah, we've got to do this show. Link 22, K-Rose. This was funny. And I remember this story because it was all over the news in the UK last year, I think it was around September. And they was, I want to know, people, what do you think? Because a barrister named and shamed a senior lawyer who sent her in what she believes to be a sexist message on LinkedIn, social media. I died. I died. I just thought, that is hilarious. And you know what? She proper named and shamed him, so I can do the same. She is a barrister. Her name was Charlotte Proudman. And she was like, nah, I'm not having this, because she put a picture up. Now, his name, Alexander Carter Silk, no less, a senior partner at the London Office of Solicitors, after they connected on the professional networking site. Now, he sent this apparently controversial message with the subject, re-picture. People, tell us what you think. We're sharing it anyway, so you can make up your own mind. It said, I appreciate that this is probably horrendously politically incorrect, but that is a stunning picture. You definitely win the prize for the best LinkedIn picture I have ever seen. Always interested to understand people's skills and how we might work together. She was not having it. Apparently, she describes herself as a fearless feminist on Twitter, and she replied to Mr. Carter Silk, telling him in no uncertain terms that she found his message offensive and his behaviour unacceptable and misogynistic. She told him, I find your message offensive. I am on LinkedIn for business purposes, not to be approached about my physical appearance or to be objectified by sexist men. The eroticization of unacceptable and misogynistic behaviour. Think twice before sending another woman half your age such a sexist message. What do you think of that, Kate? I was dying. I thought it was hilarious.
Well, you have some idiots, and they are idiots, that have the thought that they can say whatever they want to say. And the internet really has created it's just like let all these idiots out so the world can see them. But I don't think he thought there was anything wrong with that.
No, of course he didn't. That's why he sent it to her. He never knew it was going to create so much excitement. And the thing about her is she ain't playing, you know. She just hotted him up. She just named and shamed him for the world to know.
And he's probably done that before. And there are other women that'll probably, they did never say anything, which is another part of this for whatever their reasons may be.
Yeah.
But, man.
Oh, she ain't easy. See, he picked the wrong one to mess with on there because she's a barrister. If it was somebody else who didn't know the law, because she's even said, I'm quoting from what she said, it's very disappointing. There are serious professional misconduct issues. As a legal professional, he is required to uphold the law, and that includes the Sex Discrimination Act and the Equality Act. She said people are treating LinkedIn like Tinder. I've received many messages based on my physical appearance, but this one was from a senior partner. Basically, she's telling him he's an idiot and he needs to behave himself and stop acting stupid. He should know better. That's what she's telling him. I just thought that was hilarious because she did not care. She's just letting him know, listen, right, I'm not interested in you in any form and do not mess with me again. So I think he's probably tried to just go about his business and just keep quiet. Oh, that was so funny. Let us know at Ask Avani Show. Please tell us what you think. Another woman said that she, what did she say? She said that someone else said they changed their LinkedIn profile photo to an uglier one so she'd get fewer creepy men adding stroke messaging her. I thought, my God.
Again, why are women, girls, young women, having to change what they do because of the stupidity of men?
Another woman here says she met with a guy through LinkedIn on the pretext of startup support and then asked if I used it as a dating site and asked if she had a boyfriend. Okay, goodbye. Bye.
Well, and that guy, whoever he is, he needs to be tagged on LinkedIn and people need to know because these are not isolated incidents.
Oh, no. No, not at all.
These men do the same thing all the time. Nobody calls them out on it until somebody calls them out on it.
There you go. And that's what happens. People start saying, yeah, okay. Then they have to think about it. Like, oh, no, I better not bother with that now because I'm getting hot up too much. I'm getting embarrassed. And actually, like, these women are not afraid, which is good, to name and shame them. And she didn't care what position he held. She don't care. She's like, listen, I'm telling the world that you did this. You know what she did? She print screened it so that he couldn't lie. Because, you know, some people say, oh, no, I never. And then they try to delete it quick. But she's smart. She print screened it and then she just shared it with the world. You know, the woman was on news. She was on the news all day. I was dying with laughter thinking, you know what? He ain't going to mess with her. No way, no how in future.
Yeah, a little FYI to those, basically those sexist men out there that are doing sexual harassment. When you send something out on the internet, even there's some internet thing that you can send it out. It's supposed to delete it within a number of seconds or whatever. But the key thing is, if somebody is there, they can screen print that.
Yeah.
Before it is deleted and supposedly goes into the ether. Yeah. So if you send something stupid, somebody will screen print you and prove you sent something stupid.
It's out there. They got the proof. You can't lie and say, I didn't do that. Oh, no. Oh, that was a mistake. Whatever, yeah. I got the proof, so don't bother with that. So people, I want to know, what do you think of that? And also, what do you think of this? Link 15, Caro. Now, I want to know, do you think that this could even work? And do you think it would even start to make a difference and make the perpetrators of harassment change their behavior? Link 15 is sexual harassment training classes. Okay. I'm going to ask you, Keros, do you think there's even any point?
They do have, and when you say training classes, are they training people as to what is sexual harassment?
Yeah, basically so that they understand it, they know the behaviors that they shouldn't do, and obviously trying to get them, if they are of that mindset, to change their mind so that, as the article says, don't be a jerk, especially in the workplace, for example.
Well, those are called sensitivity training areas here in the United States. And they have them for sexual harassment. They have them for those people that may have basically had some type of a racist comment. Those are there. Now, do they actually work? what normally happens here in the States, they make them take a sensitivity training course. And I think some corporations have people take it just because, as far as the whole corporation has to take it. So they understand what sexual harassment is, so that when you come back and you say, well, I didn't know, touching her shoulder was sexual harassment, that they'll say, well, you went to the course. You signed the paperwork saying you understood, and we talked about this in the course, so you can't come back and say you don't know what it is or you didn't know. You signed the paper.